Gilbert, get in here. What's on your face, bro?
For your information, this is called How to Save a Life. Maybe if you weren't...
Take it off.
Excuse me?
Oh, you heard me, Gilbert. Get it off of your stupid face now.
I'll have you know that this gives me a 30% chance of stopping the spread.
Well, I'll have you know that this gives me a 30% chance of bringing every rifle I own to the office again and making you cry.
Fine.
See you at lunch, buddy. What's going on, America? I am Graham Allen, and we are back with another patriotic dose of what we like to call Real America. If you haven't noticed, the world is literally still on fire.
Oh, stop, drop, and roll!
You're not on fire, Ricky Bobby!
I'm on fire!
And it's not getting much better. After murder hornets, aliens, Kobe, COVID, and earthquakes, now Hurricane Laura has devastated parts of Mississippi and Louisiana.
Hurricane Laura slamming the Gulf Coast. The storm making landfall overnight as a Category 4 down in Texas and Louisiana.
On a serious note, there are several organizations listed here that you can give back and help those in need. First up, biggest news of the week, the CDC updates their statistics on the actual COVID-19 deaths. That's right, of over the hundreds of thousands of people who have died from COVID, turns out that only 6% of those individuals actually only died from COVID.
I feel like complete Ferris. I can't go anywhere.
That means that over 94% of the individuals that have died from the coronavirus have died due to underlying health conditions, just like I've been saying the entire time. That's right, people. Think about it for 5 seconds. We shut down the entire world for 6%. That's right, all the insanity, all the lockdowns, all the business closures, all the trillions of dollars in debt, all the millions of unemployment, all the people wanting to rip each other's heads off.
Our pets' heads are falling off!
Only for 6%.
You are something else. You know that? You are something else.
I already know what you're gonna say. Oh, but Graham, the virus did contribute to their death. Yeah, much like getting into a car contributes to you dying in a car wreck. If you care so much about the value of life, maybe it's time you start caring about the values of the unborn. We've been saying it from the beginning. The COVID numbers are inflated. In fact, there's still today so much we don't know about this virus, but there is one thing that we do know, and that is the survival rate. 10,000 people is a lot. It really is. It's truly horrible, and one life is too many. But in the grand scheme of things of a country of over 350 million people, why would you shut down the entire world over 10,000 people? To put it in full perspective for you, over 10,000 Americans die in their own beds by strangling themselves in their bed sheets while they're asleep. That's how likely you are to die from COVID-19.
Oh my God! Wow!
Next up, Portland, yet again on fire. God almighty, at this point, can't we just sell it to somebody like China? Because that's basically what it is.
In China, they never go to church.
Except this time we have the killing of a person based off their political affiliation. Case in point, Aaron Danielson lost his life because of who he chooses to support politically. Nothing more, nothing less. As Americans, we should not have to fear for our lives over politics. That's the whole point of being American. People can differ. People can have differences of opinion. People can argue, they can fight, they can bicker, they can have disagreements. But much like we shouldn't have to worry about our lives based on our skin color, we should also not have to worry about our lives based on our political preferences.
Hell no!
Thankfully, the shooter was identified, and by the time you're watching this, he will likely have been charged. This is yet another incident in an extreme leftist-run city where anarchy and riots are just left unchecked, where the police are literally the ones handcuffed and can't do anything about it to protect its citizens. White businesses are being targeted and cops are literally having things thrown at them. The truth is, all this could end very easily. If these places would just accept federal help from the National Guard, all the rioting, murder, looting, burning buildings, everything above would stop in a matter of hours. It's already been proven in Kenosha alone.
3 blocks behind me is where most of the violence occurred. I'm right in downtown. The windows were broken and things. I live a few blocks that way. It's been a remarkable change in the last 48 hours. It's become nearly dead silent at night, which is a real blessing.
It would almost look a little bit like this. If only these politicians cared as much about their people as they do the political status quo. Staying in the vein of insanity, last but not least is 17-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse, who literally found himself in a very, very, very bad situation. Not all the details are out on this. Not everything is known, and obviously there's going to be trials. And the fact of the matter is Kyle Rittenhouse shot and killed 2 people and then shot and wounded another. There's also videos of Kyle Rittenhouse being hit by skateboards and being attacked and blah, 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 blah. There's going to be a side that says that he's a vigilante and should be brought to justice. There's going to be another side that says, well, the police aren't there to help. The government's not going to be there to help. So what are we supposed to do? Personally, this is where I stand on it. I think that it's very sad that we have let our country fall into a state of chaos to where a 17-year-old kid feels the need to strap on an AR-15 to walk up and down and protect his neighborhood streets. I think that is the real story that we need to be paying attention to. It is our responsibility as the adults of this generation to handle our business and handle what is going on. To our elected leaders, to our elected officials, to the president, to everyone who may be watching this show, I ask you this simple question. What are you doing? What are you doing? Where are you? When are you going to step in and stop all of this? Because what is happening is what has been warned from the very beginning, that if the police can't do it, if the government don't do it, then eventually American citizens, armed American citizens, are going to feel the need and the fear to take it into their own hands. And that is exactly what we have seen with Kyle Rittenhouse. Right or wrong, the fact of the matter remains that we have a problem within this country. We have a problem with unrest and chaos, and something needs to be done. And at the end of the day, if it wasn't for 17-year-old with guns, we would all still be British. That's all we have for this episode of Real America. We hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Graham Allen, and as always, for those who can't, I'll say it for you. What's up, guys? Graham Allen here. If you liked the video you just watched, be sure to subscribe to the official Turning Point USA channel to keep up with everything we've got going on now.